Oh my God, I just talked for 20 minutes and I didn't have the camera turned on. Hey, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Artfellow found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And I'm coming to you today, always adjusting it every time. Hey, it's me, Manic Mark. I'm breaking into this video with this video because I thought the last video I made lacked enthusiasm. In fact, I didn't even post it. And stories? No, not really. Not any stories. Nothing really is really happening. Oh, the only thing that's happening is I'm about to run out of heating oil. I found this scented candle down here. I don't know what kind of scent it is, but it smells pretty good. But the wick comes right out. Look at that. Isn't that weird? The wick. And even if you are ready to survive an entire week of being cold and the woe and misery of being cold, you got your plumbing traps and your pipes and all this other shit you have to attend to. That just makes life super hard. You know, even for young, healthy, strapping, survivalist prepper types that are ready to, you know, it's like, I'm ready, I've got the tools to remove the trap in my sink, I'm going to survive the apocalypse. And my sink traps won't freeze and crack open. Okay. Stories. Do I have any stories? It was a nice day today, okay? So maybe I'm feeling a little bit more enthusiastic because I went out and bought some records and I took the dogs to the park. The poor dog's Hoover's so old and his hips are like, ee, and his kneecaps are wobbly. Let's go on to the records. I gotta tell you, my friend Mike at the record store that I like to go to, he's just too nice. He's too nice to be in business. I'm in there today. I said, oh, Mike, he's on it. When I pick up records in the record store, if I put them out anywhere, I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to let them out of my sight because there's so many records stacked up all over the place. I'll never find the stack that I've picked out. So I'd walk 10 feet and I'd wait and let Hoover's and just stand there, look at me, and then Mr. Burns would run around and walk 10 more feet and stand there for a while. And we did some walking, and anyway, we all got some sunshine, and it was good. It was t-shirt weather. Anyway, it's amazing. So he's in there, he's like this. His hair's scraggly, and he's, you know, just, and he's not, I don't think he's, I said, well, he didn't say anything. Oh, okay. How's his weather? What does probably hurt business? Oh, it's terrible. I don't have any money. So, I was thinking, if somebody develops a time machine, you could have a future flashback, meaning that you could go into the future and have a flashback about your future that you haven't even experienced yet. So you could have a future flashback of your future. So I felt pretty bad for him because he looks like he's homeless, but he's not. That's just his fashion statement. But I'm thinking he lives pretty near to the bone in his 70s. Anyway. So a guy comes in with 2 crates of records. He says, oh, and I hear him say, oh, no other record store in town will take classical music. I heard you were the only one. He's like, yeah, because he likes it, okay. That you haven't even experienced yet. But you would have experienced it because you would have gone into the future to experience a thing that you had flashbacked on. So the flashback part would be just something that goes, yeah, we take it. And so I hear him looking through it, and the guy's like, oh, I Googled you, and everybody says how nice you are and everything. Thank you so much. And then the guy says, I inherited these records. I worked in a nursing home, and when people die, these are records from dead people. A whole 2 crates of records from dead people. I just used to take them home with me, and now I just have to, you know, I have to everything makes you anxious. Rid of them. I just thought I'd bring them down. If you just give me my 2 crates back, that'd be fine. But Mike, as nice as he is, offers the guy $100 for 2 crates of records. Classical music. The show is next Friday, the opening for the Thunder Sky Gallery show with me, Manic Mark. So the guy leaves, and I'm flipping through, and there's a few things, mood music, you know, I've got one in the stack here. And I'm like, okay, that's a big one. And then he's like flipping through them, and then he shakes his head and says, oh no, there's nothing here. I felt so sorry for him. He didn't really look through them, I guess. I don't know. The Blue Diamonds on London. Who are the Blue Diamonds? I think I need some some kind of surgery to like open my eyes. Like, that's what old people, they get eyes in there like this, and you need a knife to cut parts of the flesh away around your eyes so that you don't look, then you look like an alien. I don't know. Slow Walk Rock featuring Syl Austin in this orchestra. What's going on? So, bought some records. I went to a record store today, and anyway, I was just going to go get into it, right? I don't really have any stories. Breaking the Sound Barrier, Volume 1 Percussion. I wonder if I got Volume 2. I didn't even notice that, but that smashing I had a long time ago, it decapitated. Now, it's the Workshop series. The Workshop series always has these foil, weird kind of avant-garde covers. I've got maybe 3 of them, not this one. Most of them really don't live up to the marketing, you know, the impression the cover gives you. One did. I'm hoping this one will. Oh, and it's going to be a fabulous opening. It's going to be a big smash hit art opening. I've got books there I'm going to sell. I'm going to sign the books. And I've sold like 4 of them in the past 2 weeks, which is kind of nice. Of the printed book, I've sold four of them, I think. And I plan to sell a lot more at the show. And I got Bud Light Lime I'm going to take with me. And Two Alone, featuring Dan Harris. Does this crack you up? Randy, Dan, and Harry? Randy, Dan, and Harry, okay. These 2 are alone, but he's featured. The third guy's featured. No, I want you guys to stand over to the side, 2 or 3 feet from me. And don't get near me. I'm going to try to stay awake until 10 o'clock. I got a chair, an art chair I'm taking with me so I can sit by the Manic Mark, Adam King, and the Graves of the Wasteland dispenser box, and have my Bud Light Limes. I'm going to sit there and sign books, and I hope that I can stay awake until 10 o'clock. That's the main thing. Oh my God, Dan Harris. What an egotist. Anyway, the sing-alongs. Okay, just staying awake for 4 hours. 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 hours. Seems like it. Yeah, 4 hours. I hate having to add up stuff. Okay, now, what else? It's Organ Fantasy. This record was created for everybody out there who's had a fantasy about organs. Well, should we go right to the records? Oh, and then there's another thing coming up. Maybe a thing, somebody's coming over. I haven't met yet. I don't know. To look at some of the work here in the bunker, okay? And that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've just been so busy. Wanted it to happen earlier, but I get tired, and I need time to do the things that other things in life that have to be done around here. Speaking of good covers, here's another one. Cool and Hot Sax is the Mo Kaufman Septet. Nice sort of spacey cheesecake cover. I'm just going to close this knife. It makes me uncomfortable that it's... Never mind. Okay, go ahead. Records. It's the speaking of enthusiasm, it's the Serpents with Enthusiasm. Pick this one up for the cover. It's Adam Wade. I hope this is one of those records I didn't actually sell to Mike myself. I know this has happened. I've sold him records and I've gone back. I don't remember when I buy them back. The Servants, excuse me. I just bought it because of the leisure suits. They're all wearing leisure suits. All of them. One guy's wearing white shoes, you know, like the over-the-ankle white shoes with the zip-ups. It's always the guy that's losing his hair. Who in the hell is Pennis Newborn? Do I have this one? I don't know. It was just a big, bold, fun, glossy album cover. The Three Sons on Rondolet, budget compilation of the Three Sons. But it was just a fabulous cover, so I picked it up. Jack Sheldon. I bought a Jack Sheldon album once a while back. It wasn't this one, I'm pretty sure. But I really liked it. It was really cool. Jack's got a wicked sense of humor, you know. If you grew up in the 70s, you saw Jack Sheldon on talk shows all the time, okay? I think he was a true kind of, sort of beatnik kind of... Now, do I have this one? It seemed to me like I've had this one in the past. Maybe it didn't play well. Maybe I didn't care for it. I don't know, Chris O'Connor. Or maybe I did like it. I don't know. Anyway, on the back it says, the notes are always interesting. And they're interesting on this album, too. Whether she is a bit cultish in some treatments, whether or not she sometimes reaches out a little too eagerly for shock effect, or whether there are times and phrases when she seems almost a little too purposefully relaxed. Chris Connor is a girl who refuses to stand still, refuses to believe that there isn't always a new way to sing an old song, and refuses to believe that technique, style, and lyric interpretation can't be pushed a little forward toward the new frontiers of music which opened so suddenly and drew such a surprising horde of pilgrims in the last few years. Horde of pilgrims. It's like when they write stuff like this, it's like they're apologizing for her. Well, you know, she does this stuff, and, well, we hope you're going to buy the record, and we're not sure she should be doing it, but she went ahead and did it anyway, much to our chagrin, and here, now we got to put the record out, and so we're just going to say the things we say on the back. I don't know. Never mind. Go ahead. That went on way too long. Okay. Now, we're on to the thrift store records, St. Vincent de Paul. It's Buddy Hubbard. Vern. Speaking of enthusiasm, Up With People. This record has to be chock full of happiness and goodness. All these people probably got along famously during their Up With People tour. Everybody was happy. And there was no bickering and fighting and egos and people screwing other people and getting loaded and doing stuff they weren't supposed to do. No, why? Because they were happy and up all the time. They didn't have to deal with depression and anxiety like the rest of us. It's autographed by Vern. It's sing-along. It's Preschool Sing and Dance, Volume 4. It's just it's printed. We Five, You Were On My Mind. Look, they're like Up With People, but they're not called Up With People. They're a folk group. You know they are. Joey, He's Alive. There's a bunch of kids, probably. Ooh, I got another one of these. How many copies of these do I have? Maybe 6. It's just got songs on it from like, I don't know, stuff they didn't have to pay much money for at half-price books. Ooh, boy, this looks good. No, it doesn't. It's a beaver dam with musical instruments laid on top of it on the cover. It's the United States Air Force Academy Falconeers. Tangerine, Helen O'Connell. That could be good, alright. But I bought it because of the cover. We Believe in Toledo, First Federal. Isn't that the most amazing cover? It's a bank that wanted to give away a record, and they're like, what do we put on the cover? I got a real clean copy of this. That's like the 3rd one. It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World gatefold. It's pipe organ percussion. Who plays the pipe organ? No one knows. Is it written down anywhere here? Or is it just some person they just went out on the street and say, hey, can you play the organ? The pipe organ? Song of India is on this one. I'm almost certain I've got it. I don't know who plays the pipe organ. It doesn't say. Beyond the Sunset. It's Phil McLean. It's great songs of the Beatles covered by people like Lorindo Almeida, the Letterman, the Hollywood Strings, Peggy Lee, Bobby Gentry, and Tennessee Ernie Ford does a cover of Let It Be. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Let It Be. So I'm Thankful, the Humble Airs. I may have this one, but the picture on the back was intriguing, the piano and the guitar. 50 cents. It was in the 50-cent bin. Egg Your Winter White Trash. And it looks like it should play okay. Normally these records would be up in the pricier, records anyway. It's the Eastern Gates. Oh, I was in St. Vincent de Paul, and I've never known this St. Vincent de Paul, although others I've experienced it. Cherry-picked their records. Okay, it wasn't this one. I don't know what this price tag is from. But there was, by the way, I'm just going to show you the photograph on the back of this one, Eastern Gates. Another Hawaiian album, this time on Crown. It was just a bright colored cover. But there was a Battlestar Galactica album, something from a show, recording from the show. It was in fairly good shape. It had a sticker on it. Another Hawaiian album, this time on Crown. It was just a bright colored cover. And it said $10. I would never pay $10 for that album. And I thought, this can't possibly be a store sticker. So this young woman walked by and said, "Excuse me, this was in here. There's a sticker on it. There are no other records in here with the same sticker." She looked at it and said, "Oh, sir." And she grabs that in my hand. So I bought it. Bridge Over Troubled Water. I don't know if I have this one. Mickey Barnett. It's a Pickwick budget, not, you know, the Simon Garfunkel. I need to take that up front. Thank you so much. I'm not going to give you $10 for it. I wasn't upset that she grabbed it, but you know, they're doing it. They're cherry picking, and they put a big sticker on a record that maybe if they were real lucky worth $10 on eBay. Okay, without the damn sticker on it. Ron made a record. Here's Ron's record titled Ron. Mickey, there he is. He's a Xerox photo of Mickey on the back. This was kind of fun. I think I actually bought this one on eBay, and here it is in the 50-cent bin at Half Price Books. It's a gatefold Project 3 Tony Montola Superstar guitar, but it's also it's 4-channel stereo, and I'm sure the copy that I have, I don't think it's a gatefold, and I don't think it's in 4-channel stereo sound. It's a really clean copy too. It's the Bates Sisters. It's the Bates Sisters. There they are, the Bates Sisters. It's a living trio. You just don't know. It could be like small combo jazz weirdness. I really don't know. It's a living trio. Now I picked this one up. It's a blank jacket. The record in it is the Cook, with the E on the end of it, Cookie, Cook Duet. And they're well known. They made a lot of gospel records. Why this is in a blank jacket, I'm not sure. Maybe the original cover's gone, or maybe this was just something that they pressed and they just issued in this blank jacket. It appears to be the same age as the record. That's a Wright record, so I like to. It's in the Matrix information, it's Wright, which is Cincinnati. So I'm going to kind of investigate it, see if there's anything interesting going on with that record. Fever, Doc Severinsen on command. Frank Shaxfield. Goldfinger, he covers Goldfinger. It's London, it's on the London label. Amazingly enough, I found a Romantica, Martin Denny's Romantica, although I already have this one. Here's the Tony 50 guitars of Tony, and the high end anyway, 50 cents. I probably have it, but now I have another one. Now this was a really clean, just a nice cover. Burt Camford. It's in pretty damn good shape. So I'm going to listen to it and see if it's in better shape than what I've already got. Okay, hurry up. It's Dennis Houlihan. Dennis Houlihan. Carnival Fantastico with the Saxambis. The brass ring album I don't have. The brass ring. What the hell? It was a bowl of soup. Is she sick? And speaking of fun cover art, here's Michael Legrand, Strings on Fire. What in the hell is this? She's in bed and there's a bowl of something. First it looks like a cigarette ashtrays, but it's green, and then maybe it's soup, a bowl of soup, but the Living Jazz, Living Trio, we go from Living Trio to Living Jazz, which I may have these. I wasn't sure, but they were 50 cents a piece. Is she sick? There's nothing on it. Why would you put a sick person on an album cover? It's Peter Nero. He said, I'm going to go out and buy myself some leather pants because that's what all the young hip people are wearing. And I'm going to make myself another record. I'm going to set the piano on end too, but that doesn't matter. I don't have this one yet. Frank Barber and his Salon Strings. Hey Jude, and Hey Jude. He also does a cover of Hey Jude. And there he is. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm on the front, and I'm on the back. I'm on the back. I wonder, it almost looks like he put a sausage in his pants. She looks like she's about 19, and he's going on about 65 of the stack. It's a record they don't have. The World's Most Precious Violins. It's a great cover. I think he put a sausage in his pants right there. I like the minimalist artwork that Command uses, 1961. That was just at the beginning of all the fun stuff that Command put out for a few years. That's not right. Why would he do that? That's why he's got a smile on his face. Enoch Light and Command. Oh, and last but not least, which I probably had to pay too much money for, but I wasn't sure because I don't have the phone. I can't look up things on eBay and check them. Is this Henry René and his orchestra? Because he finds it humorous that he had his photo taken for the album cover with the sausage in his pants. That's what Mike told me. He says, I said, oh, I had to buy that record just because and he goes, well, that's, the woman that got her head cut off. I'm like, And he says, well, it wasn't completely cut off. And I said, oh, Jane Mansfield? He goes, that's the one. And I said, I didn't even know it looking at her. I didn't know that was Jane Mansfield. But apparently it is. The woman that got her head cut off. Well, not completely cut off.
False or true, I wish I had a clue or two. Where I stood, I thought I knew, or should. True or false, life was a never-ending waltz. Then it caught the somersaults for good. Might have known it would. Every time my heart begins to dance, the world steps on my little toes. Every time I take a little chance, I pay right through my little nose. And every time I fly my little kite, it catches on a tree. Every time I throw an anchor out, it pulls me in the sea. Every time I feel a little warm, I always catch a little cold. Every time I feel a little young, I always grow a little old. And when I build my cabin in the sky, it tumbles from its mark, leaving just a lonely lady in the dark. I'm just a lonely lady in the dark.